great stream for you guys tonight. We're doing some DeepStack 1-2. Our typical buy-in cap is $200, but today we're ramping things up. We're up to $300 for the cap, and we're going to be doing a 70% match. Now, both of those features are not typical at our 1-2 games here in the main floor, but we wanted to spice it up just a little bit for KoJack's here, so get ready. Things are looking pretty good out there. Now we're getting right on into the action. This is hand number 1, and we've got the wonderful Yvonne in the box pitching heat right now, and you can already see a couple of very playable hands. Ace-Queen for Richard, Big Mo with the Queen-8, Mr. Kinch with the Jack-10 suited, and Jacob with the 7-5 does opt to play here. So things are going to be going pretty good. We got Tekashi 6-9 going on right now here. You can see him in the green. A great lineup of players here. And actually, Jacob flops the best of it. Got that pair of 7s and the pair of 3s. And he is going to check his option. Not a great board for 7-5, but not the worst either. He does have a better 2 pair than anybody else holding a 7. His kicker now is a pair of 5s. And Richard with the Ace-Queen thinks maybe he's good here. Ace-Queen usually going to be okay on a board like this, but when you're multi-way in the pot, you never know. Now, Kinch chasing that flush here, and Richard does hold the Ace of Diamonds, a pretty relevant card on this board. And a couple of straights come home with that 2 of Hearts. Jacob opts not to check just in case he was up against any draws, and shows off the 7-5. Showing off that 2 pair. And Mr. Richard throwing in his cards in the muck. And here we go. On to hand number 2, everybody. Welcome to our live stream. Thanks for watching, everybody. Got a couple of viewers already starting to filter in. Let me know where you're watching from. And let me know who you are rooting for. We've got some great players here. Always lively, Mr. Buddha in seat number 1, kicking things off with $1,250. Now, this game was running before we started the stream. And we've been going for just about an hour now, so stacks have built up accordingly. You can see that. Mr. Kinch there in second place, $843. Jacob is sitting there as well. And we've got Mr. Beto in seat number 2. We've got Jason Heineman in seat number 5, Jacob in 6, Tekashi 6-9 and 7, Richard in 8, and Paizaki's joining us again in seat number 9, and Big Mo making his live stream debut today. He is a fixture here at KoJack's, always playing, trying to hit that jackpot that we've got. The Fortune 4 is over $16,000, so it is really running up and quick. Jack 7-6 on the board here. And Paizaki's with the mystery hand. 9 comes off, bringing home another couple of straights. 8-10 gets there, but Kinch holding the 9-10. And Mr. Jacob with the 6-4. And Big Mo with the Ace-8, also looking for a straight. And a 3 on the river, almost an absolute blank. And Kinch's pair of 9's actually going to pull through here. He's got the check mark. Nobody wants to bet. Scary board for most of these holdings here. Tekashi in the muck. And Mr. Kinch. Oh, Paizaki's getting the pot here. Paizaki's must have made the straight with the mystery hand. Hey, Ham is on Team Basil. What's going on, man? Hey, I got one question for you, buddy. Do you call? And here we go on to the next one. We are moving quickly on to hand number 3. We got Mr. Luis showing up here in seat number 3. So we have a full 10-handed table for this live stream. Things are looking mighty fine out there. Once again, a great lineup of players all ready to play. Buddha looking down at the King 4 and doesn't like it. Beto with the 7-4 doesn't like that either. And Mr. Kinch with the Ace 7. Gonna play that. Takashi with the Charlie. The 5-3 actually throwing it into the muck. Now Big Mo looking at a pair of 6s. Gonna raise it up to $7 with the pair of 6s. Ham in the chat saying he always calls 100% VPIP. I can vouch. That is true. ATC, that's what we call him. And Jacob looking at the ace, the 8 deuce. All hearts on this flop. Paizaki's with the best draw here. And the most equity, as a matter of fact. But Big Mo with the pair of 6s actually is still technically best. And there's a king out there. No help to anybody. Paizaki's does increase his equity, though, as there was only one card left to come. And it is going to be Jacob betting out. And I think this may get a lot of folds. Paizaki's not happy about that jack-high flush draw. Big Mo folding the best hand. Now Mr. Kinch with the ace-high hand is actually best, but first to bet's going to take that one down. Nice little stabby stab there from Mr. Justin. Sorry, Jacob. Mr. Jacob. I don't know where Justin came from. And it is Thursday. Thank you, everybody, for checking us out. Now, a couple of announcements. We have changed up our tournament schedule. We're going to be running a PLO tournament starting next Tuesday. We've got a Big O tournament starting next Wednesday. And we've got a Hold'em tournament starting next Thursday. All of those with a $190 buy-in, a $10 dealer appreciation fee. So bring $200 and we can get you in there. And that'll be good for a $5,000 guarantee on each of those tournaments. So things are changing here. We've got a lot of tournaments coming up. And next week, maybe doing a high roller. Get ready for that $1,200 buy-in on Friday. Buddha with the 8 deuce. Beto with the king queen. Jacob with the ace 7 suited. But Richard's got the ace king. And Paizaki's is the player 3 betting here to $25. Getting a lot of callers. Let's see if Richard decides, yep, there it is, the ship. Shipping it all in. And Paizaki's thinks, oh, that's a pretty strong move right there. And with just king, queen off suit, I'm not sure he's going to make this call, but he does have position. Asking for a count here. Looks a little over $200, about $230 if my graphics are correct. And Paizaki's with the king, queen, so often dominated. Looks like, yeah, he is going to let that one go. Now, Beto would be all in for less here if he decides to call, but he's facing the same decision. King, queen off suit, and Jacob with the suited ace is going to be far behind the ace king, so he does also opt to fold. Now, a move like that coming from Richard, even especially in late position, that call shove is going to generally indicate aces or kings. All right, there we go. Stacks are changing. Isn't that a Bob Dylan song? The stacks, they are a-changing. Maybe. There's no way of knowing. And Luis folding his cards before the card reader could even look at him. Probably 7 deuce. And Jason with the king 3 suited. Takashi with the 10-9 offsuit does make the call. Beto with the pocket 5s, raising it up to $12 here. Good raise out of the small blind. The big blind. Jason going to be coming along, but Buddha lays down the 8 deuce. Monotone board here. We've got all puppy paws, all clubs. Beto, the only player holding clubs, but it is only a 5-high flush draw. I'm not going to be very confident about that one. Takashi with the pair of 10s and 9s. The boat draw is best. And he is going to bet that one for value. And it looks like it's going to fold around. Takashi picking up that pot. And we have seen some chips flying already. Hey, Megan in the chat. What is going on, Megan? Writing us a little poem. Team KoJack's, best poker club ever. That's a fact. I like it. I like it. It's got a good sing-songy rhythm. We are moving on to hand number 6 already. We've got a lot of action already. Hard to believe it's already been 6 hands. Got some returning members here to the live stream. You may have seen Jason before. You may have seen Luis on some of our live streams. And, of course, Takashi under a different alias. Plays our 1-2 stream pretty regularly. Richard, also a fixture here. And Paisaki's really seems to be enjoying the live stream format, the structure here. Ace, king, queen off the rip. Jacob with a pair of aces. No kicker, though. And Jacob is going to bet that one out. Looks like $7? $6. And Takashi out of the way with his Broadway draw. Luis coming along, though, with the same draw. And Richard's pair of 5 sticking around trying to make a set. There's the 10. The jack comes home. Luis with Broadway. And Takashi maybe kicking himself. Wait a second. Another jack? What is happening here? A 5-way chop. And everybody shows. Nobody can beat that. The absolute nuts are on the board. Megan says she's watching from Compeki Plaza. Very cool. That happens to be in the Arasaka district, if I'm not mistaken. Ham saying, don't beat our 12 Days of Christmas remix over the holidays. Bringing back some live stream memories there. That was a good one. The nuts on the board. 5-way chop. And I can't say I've seen that happen on the live stream before. We had one of our veteran dealers, Monica, with over 20 years of dealing experience. I want to say maybe it was about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago. She was dealing and dealt out a royal flush on the board. And she lost her mind saying, I've never seen that before. And I can't think that is all too common at all. Ham says he's watching from Disney World, the happiest place on earth. I hope you're enjoying those rides, my man. Hope you're enjoying that food, too. Disney World does provide some excellent dining. I know one viewer who is a little jealous of being in Disney World right now. And Mr. Jason looking down at the 9-7 suited, throws it away. Jacob with the 7 tray out of there. A Takashi with the ace deuce. No bueno. Richard with the 4-3 makes the call. We got Paisaki's 8-7. Big Mo ace jack. No raise there. Beto going with the king 4. And Luis with the 8-9. We are 6 ways to a flop. That puts $12 in the middle. King, queen, 6 on the board. All rainbow. And Kinch with the top pair. He's going to make a bet of $15. Big Mo's coming along with the Broadway draw. A fun fact, the Broadway is one of the Fortune 4 hands that you'll need to get on the board. And there's a 4. Beto improves here to 2 pair now. And Kinch still going to bet it. King, weak kicker. And Big Mo deciding, is it worth it? Tough call. And he does make the fold there. Beto coming along with the 2 pair. And the river card is a deuce. A wily one. That one kind of flying all over the table. And Beto going all in. Kinch looks like he folded right away. But we're getting a count, so he may have verbalized the call there. Megan in the chat saying, it's me. I'm jealous about someone being in Disney. Yep, called it. Yeah, Beto scooping up a decently healthy pot. Chipping up to $251. And Kinch just barely bested on that one. That is a tough call to make right there. And the button moves. Mr. Kinch now in the small blind. And we've got some pretty action players here ready to give action. Megan saying, chipping up, chipping in. Yes, indeed. And everybody coming through for about 300 at the beginning of this game. And we did see Luis adding back on after realizing it was a 70% match. And Jacob with the King 9, Takashi with the Queen Jack, Big Mo with the Jack 10, Buddha with the Ace Jack. A lot of jacks out there. A lot of Broadway cards once again. Who is shuffling this deck? And Beto with the Queen 7 decides to come along for $10 with those newfound chips. Jason getting away from the 7 deuce, even though it is suited. And Gabe, one of our very accomplished dealers, puts out a flop with 2 kings on it. Jacob flopping the world here is going to bet out $15. And Takashi with the Queen Jack. Not likely to make the call, but looks like he is putting some chips together. Nope. There it goes. In the muck. Big Mo out of there. Buddha coming along. Wants to crack the trips. Hoping to get to Broadway. Beto out of there. Folding one of the queens that Buddha needs. And there's a deuce on the turn. A deuce of clubs. Jacob slows down, giving a little rope to Buddha. Maybe he's up against a better king or perhaps a set of 5s or rather a full house. No, Jacob doesn't care anymore. He's got the nuts. King's full. Bets $30, gets a call. And Buddha with the ace high. Actually, super decent call there. A lot of times you might run a good bluff catch right there. But this time, Jacob's got the goods. Those double paired boards are tricky, especially when you're holding an ace. You never know. Sometimes, a lot of times actually, ace high is going to be good there, depending on your opponent. And Mr. Gabriel shuffling up once again. One of my favorite dealers. Look at the accuracy right there. Bow, bow, bow. And, I want to give a big special shout out to one of our members, Jeff Morton, has provided me with a very generous gift. I expects nothing in return, but just want to say thank you for the generosity, my friend. And Richard looking down at the pocket 7s. Paisaki's with the 9-8 offsuit. Big Mo with the 6-5. Buddha 3-betting with the suited Broadway cards there. The Queen 10. 10 Quisha. And Richard coming along with the pocket 7s. Paisaki's 9-8 Kind of borderline hand, especially offsuit. Generally out of position. He does decide to fold. Big Mo likes those connectors, though. 6-5. Actually, sometimes has more equity than the 9-8, just because of the way it connects with most boards. 9-8 will have you drawn to the dummy end of certain Broadway straights and things like that. And the 5-6, you're actually on the high side of the wheel. He does come along here. King 4-4 on the flop. Richard still with the pair of sevens. 2 spades now for Buddha as of that deuce on the turn. Richard may bet here, trying to price out some draws, but he opts not to. Just going with a little sneaky check. See what else everybody has. Buddha trying to build a pot for that flush if it does get there. Betting $22, and Richard is going to call here. Big Mo with the 6-5 needs a 3 for a straight, but doesn't want the 3 of spades. And he does fold. 3 outs, not quite enough to continue there. And Buddha is behind, but he's sitting on a massive stack. And there's the 10. Buddha makes a better pair than Richard. Not the flush he was hoping for. And Richard slows down. Buddha, too much value there to bet. Just wants to realize that value. Doesn't want to get check raised or anything. Doesn't want to run into a 4. And he does show it, does drag that pot. Chips are moving around here. So are these cards. And so is that fidget spinner up there on the top right of your frame. Takashi, a fan of the fidget spinners. Sometimes you'll see him put it up to his ear asking for advice. I don't know what language that thing speaks, but it usually says fold, I think. And Mr. Nash here under the, in the small blind. Mr. Richard now under the gun. With the King 4. It has worked before. He's going to make the call. Buddha with the 9-6, a.k.a. the 6-9, a.k.a. the Takashi. Beto with the King 5. Looks like a rematch. And Luis with the Ace King, a 2-handed raise up to $12. And if it's good enough for 2, it's good enough for 12. Richard calling with the King 4 and Beto folding with the King 5. Jacob playing the Dolly part in there, the old 9 to 5. Working for a living, working. $40 in the middle. Flop comes out. Jack 4 Trey. Pair of 4s for Richard. Luis 3 to Broadway. Checks his option. Gets a pair of aces on the turn. Yeah, Richard opts not to stab at it. And Luis not betting his pair. There's a 7. And Luis got to put some money in the pot here. Does decide to do so. Richard with the absolute bluff catcher. Just a pair of 4s. Makes the fold. And Luis shows the ace. Says, don't mess with me. If I'm betting for value. Starting to manufacture that image right now. Yeah, hopefully your week is going well. Thanks again for checking us out. We are KoJack's in Midland. We got 2 1-2 tables going on right now. Things are going off very, very well. We got new tournaments coming up next week. That PLO tournament on Tuesday. The Big O tournament on Wednesday should be a lot of fun. We've got a Hold'em tournament on Thursday. All 3 of the tournaments, triplets. $190 buy-in with a $10 dealer appreciation. So bring $200 and we will get you in there to a $5,000 guaranteed prize pool. Buddha with the pocket kings here. Maybe sitting in the hot seat if that stack is any indication. I'm going to raise it up $22. That prices Beto out and Luis. Kench with the 5 deuce, not coming along. Jason with the pair of 7s. Unfortunately, way behind right now. And Richard coming along with a suited king. I'm going to play this one from out of position, but a check dark is almost the same as being in position. $10-7 tray on the flop. Jason with the set of sevens. Now Buddha's in trouble. Richard, no hearts on the board, no king on the board. No good for Richard. Buddha thinking that looks pretty safe, but he may want to price out some draws. Bets $57. Appropriate. Jason holding the sevens. And Jason just with $57 in his stack is going to make the call and goes for some bones. And here comes the turn. A 9. Jason gets the check mark already. And another 9. Jason boats up. And they are running it once for Max Payne. Jason gets the full double up plus some. Makes $100 profit on that pot. And there you go, 183 in a stack. Now, right near that 100 big blind mark, the button moves over to Mr. Takashi. Megan watching from Konpeki Plaza, cheering on Mr. Takashi for today. And thanks again for checking us out. We've got a couple of viewers in the stream. Let me know where you're watching from. I've only heard from 2 so far. Hunter T said, moving out that way, going to have to bring his action out there. Yes, indeed. Come check us out, Mr. Hunter. Yeah, we got some action for you. We do 1-2 just about every day, and we run a 5 on the button also just about every day. If you want to play for some bigger stakes, we may be able to get that 5 on the button running a little bit later on this evening. Though right now, we've still got 2 1-2 tables and this live stream table. And Beto with the 8-5. Luis with the ace-king again. Second time he's got big slick. This time he's got the ace of spades in his hand. And doesn't go all in. Got to go all in when you see the ace of spades. Everybody knows that. Big Mo pulling out some bills. King, queen, deuce. Luis with top pair, top kicker, and a backdoor spade draw. Beto not catching anything. Can't call any bet. And Luis shows the ace king. Hunter saying he should be out here Sunday or Monday. Very cool. Monday, we got our free roll going. We hit 6 tables last week. Huge prize pool on that one. $3,000 guarantee. Sorry, $2,000 guarantee on that one. But we sure beat that last Monday. That thing is taken off like a rocket. Now, Sunday, we've got our bankroll builder, $65 to get in. That one has a $3,000 guarantee. So come check that out Sunday. If not, make it in time for our Monday free roll. Or if you prefer playing cash, nothing wrong with that. We got that covered as well. And a quick little flash ski of the card. Buddha with the 10-9. Luis with some suited connectors here. The old 6-5. Playing that from early position. After that flash ski of the cards, Jason is holding the queen 9, I'm told. The queen 9. I assume offsuit. And we are 6 ways to the flop. All limps once again, $12 in the middle. Let's see if this pot explodes. King Jack 8 right there. The old KJ. And Jason with Queen 9. Looking for a 10 to hit that straight. There it is. But it's a 10 of spades. That might slow down some of the action. Big Mo holding a 9 also makes the same straight, but has the straight flush redraw. Looking for the Queen of spades or the 8 of spades. And Big Mo bets 10. Jason makes the call. And a deuce on the river. Offsuit. Total brick. Big Mo eyeing up his competition. First to act. Does decide to check. Jason bets his straight. Oh, Big Mo does not have a straight. My apologies. Was drawn to a flush. And he does fold. Jason takes that one down with the Queen 9. The nuts. Second nuts. Not a flush. And Jason doing very well, chipping up for himself. And those are my shoes in the background. We are on a 15-minute delay to protect the integrity of the game. God, I was so young back then. And here we go. Beto first to act with the 10 tray. The UTG special. Kinch with the Queen Jack suited. Spades are really coming around. And Mr. Jaime delivering some waters. We've got complimentary beverages. We are a BYOB club. So bring your own. Got a little fridge to keep it cool. And we also offer sodas free of charge. We've got a whole snack bar. We've got Frito pies. We've got nacho pies. And we've got hot dogs, pizzas, all kinds of tasty treats. There's nothing worse than playing poker on an empty stomach. So we got you covered there. Takashi with the ace, queen, just barely missing Broadway. Needs a 10. Richard holding one of the 10s. Kinch with the jacks right now. Big Mo with a pair of 6s. And Takashi decides to check. And it looks like we just get a fold. Turn card's a deuce of clubs. No changes there. Buddha's betting out, though. $35 to call. Kinch with second pair. He's got the best hand right now. Oh, sorry. Jason with 2 pair. It looks like a raise going on here. And Jason, top and bottom pair. Kind of a tough spot. 3 players yet to act behind him. Got 2 pair. Pretty strong hand. But top and bottom pair, not always a good spot. Losing to King 6, losing to King Jack. Any sets. And Jason does make the big call for more than half of his stack. Takashi consulting the fidget spinner. May not chase the draw. Listening intently. I said earlier, I don't know what language it speaks, but it usually says fold. And it looks like that's what it said this time. And Buddha gets out of there as well. We are heads up now. And there's the 10 that Takashi needed to make Broadway. He's probably kicking himself. The spinner has misled him. And Kinch makes the check. Jason betting. Kinch folds and Jason shows a 2 pair. And Basil in the chat, watching from North Korea as usual. Good to hear from you, buddy. Hope the DMZ is all right. Hope everything is going well. I hear it's cold this time of the year. Thanks again for checking us out, everybody. We are KoJack's in Midland. We've got a lot going on next week, a lot of tournaments. That free roll Monday, PLO Tuesday, Big O Wednesday, Thursday, a Hold'em tournament, Friday, a high roller, Saturday, another Hold'em tournament with a $360 buy-in. That one's starting at 3 p.m., the early riser. I call it the big boy. And then on Sunday, we got the bankroll builder, 7 days of tournaments. And Buddha with the ace-8 making the call. Kinch with the 7s raising it up. Beto with the jack-9 making the call as well. Jason looking for a flush. Buddha looking for an ace, and there it is. Beto holding pair of jacks. Hunter asking if Smokey ever comes out here or if it's just Reese. Yeah, we see Smokey every once in a while. We do see Reese more frequently, a lot of times joining the live stream. But he's away on business. That man works non-stop. Buddha with the pair of aces up against Kinch with the pair of 7s. There's a 5 on the turn. Nothing changes quite yet. And a 4 on the river. Buddha's aces are still best. Buddha gets the check mark and checks over to Kinch. Stacking up a sizable bet there. 250. Buddha ace. Weak kicker. Kinch has played this either like a flush draw or a set. And Kinch was the pre-flop aggressor, raising to 15. So set of deuces, set of jacks in the wheelhouse. Good size on the bet there. Yeah, Buddha really thinking this decision through. Buddha in the blender here. Really having a hard time with this decision. And Buddha shows the ace and then folds. Stroking the beard, trying to make that decision. Kinch gets one through with just pocket sevens. Daniela Borjas in the chat, calling the clock. Hola. Daniela, we need to get you on this live stream one of these days. That would be a very exciting time. And yeah, absolutely right. That was a long decision, but weak ace just kind of can't hold up to that pressure. And the bet sizing was a very, very good size there. Looked like value. The bluff certainly would have gone all in or sized up huge, but pretty polarizing bet that leans towards a value sizing. Got to give it up to Kinch, man. That was a good bet. Jason now looking at the pocket kings on a rush of cards here. Chipped up to almost $400 after that bet of 17. Jacob making the call. Takashi with the king jack, the house hand, this time of diamonds. Ace 10 for Paisakis. And he folds. That is a good fold right there. A lot of players would tend towards making the call, especially multi-way. Ace 10 doesn't really hold up, and this is why. Would have been in a bad way up against Jason and completely dominated by Beto. Now, Beto just calls 16. Should go all in, though. He's got the ace of spades right there. And all Broadway hands, almost. Jacob with the queen 9, the only exception. And wouldn't you expect a low board with those holdings? Yep, and that's exactly what we get. 9 tray deuce. 2 hearts, 1 diamond for Takashi. Nobody with a piece of that. Jacob making a pair of 9s. But Jason still with the overpair. The king's feeling pretty comfortable on that board. And Jacob with the queen 9 makes the call. Takashi with the backdoor flush. Also calls. A couple of overcards going along. And Beto loses the ace queen. Should have gone on all in pre-flop. I mean, not against that particular set of hands, but generally it's a good strategy. I think. Is it? I don't know. And Jason sizing up another bet here. Is going to make the call. Or sorry, is going to make a bet. Looks like $50. $30. Small bet. Enticing a call here. Expecting maybe a deuce to raise. Targeting a holding like a pair of 9s or maybe a flush draw. Been called on all streets so far. Jason wondering what kind of sizing he should go with here. Bet's 100. Half pot. And Jacob with top pair. I wonder if he's up against an overpair or maybe a deuce. Could be a busted flush draw. Could be a busted straight draw. Makes the call, and Jason shows the Cowboys. Jason going for some knucks right there. And we'll leave you with the game. We'll take a quick break, but I will be right back in maybe 2 or 3 minutes. And we are back. Jimmy Mark's in the chat. What's going on, my friend? And Jacob with the ace-10 of diamonds here, putting everybody to the test. Richard with top pair, getting it all in, is ahead. He's got the most equity. And Jason with the second nut flush draw is going to be put to the test here. An all in and a call ahead of him. He's got those newfound chips, going to put him to work. Jimmy saying not much. Yep, same here, man. Just working and sleeping. And Mr. Dawson in the box here. Gonna get this pot right quick. And there he goes. Doing it up. All right. Now the question is, can Jason realize his 4% equity? He does have a chance. Gonna need a king. Couple of kings left in the deck. Might be one left based on the 4% number. Oh, a 9 comes off. No changes. There's the last diamond. And Jacob makes a flush. Jason makes the second nut flush. And he doesn't look too happy about it. And Jacob getting basically a full triple up. Should be close to our chip leader here. Yeah, is in fact our chip leader. It beats Buddha stack by $10. He is right there. Kinch at 808 in third place. And Beto right now down to 195. But not quite. But Beto actually in profit from this session so far, up $46. Right now it looks like Buddha is throwing the party as of the start of the stream, down 244. Run into a couple of tricky spots. Made a tough laydown with that ace against Kinch's pocket sevens. And he would have been good had he made that call, but ace weak kicker. Facing a tough bet. Kinch sized perfectly for that to happen. And Jacob now with the pocket threes. Paisaki's with the ace quisha. And Big Mo with the ace jack of spades. Making the call for $45. He's got the ace of spades. You got to go all in, buddy. Luis with the house hand. The old king jack getting out of there. Good tight fold. Tight is right. And Jacob with the pocket threes, thinking about making a call here. Going to have to put in $30 more and does so. Ace 4-4 on the flop. Both players, two pair. Paisaki's notching Big Mo. Actually, all three players with two pair. And I'll be right back for another break. Well, much quicker break this time. And just in time for Paisaki's to bet. Now, if Big Mo can make this lay down, that would be the fold of the night. Instead, he goes all in. Can't blame him. Takes a sip. And Jacob folds. Paisaki's with the snap call. Shows ace queen. Big Mo not dead. Oh, and there's the 3. Paisaki's with the flush. I think they're running it more than once. No, just one time, Max Payne. That's how we do it here. And Big Mo looks like he might be out of there right now. Just for now. And Takashi making a seat change. There's my shoes again. And the button moves. Oh, those are not my shoes. That's Jaime. God, he was so young back then. We're doing a 15-minute delay to protect the integrity of the game. And we are playing some 1-2 here at KoJack's in Midland. Having a good old time doing it. Queen Jack deuce on the board. 2 spades. Kinch with the ace of spades. Didn't go all in. And Buddha's betting here. Kinch with top pair, top kicker, and position. Going to make the call here almost certainly. Not a bad board to put in a raise, and he does exactly that. Buddha shows the 6-3. Says, I was just kidding. And Mr. Dawson now in the box, dealing up some heat. Let's see where that ace of spades goes next. And number 20 coming at you. Already done 20 hands. Yeah, we've got 2 seats open, but we do have more players on the way. That list is full. Not running a feeder table per se for today. Buddha with the Jack 9. Beto with the Jack 8. Luis with the Trey Deuce, the 2-tree, the dirty diaper. Jacob with the Ace 5 offsuit. Takashi with the Ace Deuce offsuit. Looks like they chop it. Move on to the next one. A little fist bump there. And we are KoJack's in Midland rolling out some new tournaments for the end of summer. And we've got our end of summer series coming up. That is moved to the first week of September. We're going to be doing a whole host of free rolls. And we'll do cash game tournaments at the same time. Buddha with the Queen 10. Beto with the King 9, the old bow wow. And the pocket tens for Luis up against the ace nine for Jacob. Jacob flopping second best once again here against the overpair to the pair of nines, not to the board. And an ace comes on the river. If Luis wasn't playing cautious yet, he sure is now. And let's say Mr. Tanner and Jedrick are joining the live stream here. And Jacob picking up that pot with the two pair. And now Dawson, one of my favorite dealers here, going to be pitching some more cards onto hand number 22. Not a prime number, but is a multiple of a prime number. I guess there are a lot of those. And we're getting a count here. They've got a 70% match. And Dawson approves. The count is good. We are off to the races. Doing hand number 22. With some newcomers to the table. Beto with the 9 deuce. Luis with the king 4 suited. Kinch with the 4 deuce and Jason with the 6s. The only pocket pair so far. Jacob with a couple of offsuit Broadway cards, and Tanner, new to the table, looks down at the 8-7 offsuit. Jedrick not looking at quite cards quite that strong. 69 in the middle. Takashi going to be happy about that. 3 deuce deuce. And Jason's pair of 6s still best. He's going to bet. Going for a little value, trying to build the pot a little bit at a time, just betting $10. And Luis does make the call, though Tanner does not. Oh, it is not a call. It is a raise. And a 3 comes off. Jason's still best. And we are gifted with a very special surprise. We've got a guest commentator here in the booth.
Hello, hello.
What's going on? We've got Mr. Buddha, who was on the table earlier.
Was.
And looking sharp, my man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sounding good.
Yeah.
So what did you think of this lineup of players here? We got a lot of action players.
Seat 4 put me in a tough spot earlier.
Very tough spot.
Seat 6 is a very loose, plays any 2.
Yep.
And then obviously we got Basil.
Yep.
Tightest one on the play.
The fidget spinner whisperer.
Yeah. Got 10 rings for 10 fingers.
Did C4, Mr. Kinch, did he happen to tell you what he had in that hand?
He did. So I looked at my watch and I was like, okay, it's 7:28. I've got about 15 minutes until I'm going to have to go look.
Uh-huh.
He started laughing. He's like, I'll tell you here in a second. Just let it
let it simmer
in.
for a second.
And he did say he had pocket 7.
Yep,
So
he was telling the truth.
he was.
He is an honest man.
And I was just triple barrel, man.
It
felt weird, but I was like, I've got an ace with not a great kicker.
Exactly.
And I even asked him, I was like, are you on tilt? And I don't know. I just got the vibe. He was very strong.
He very much played it like it was strong, and that bet sizing, too, was perfect.
250 on the river.
Yeah, if you're bluffing, you're going all in. And just the fact that he left a couple behind. Yeah, it was still an overbet, but it wasn't an all-in bet, and that's what, to me, screams strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't fault you for that fold. I think I don't know if I'm good enough to do the same thing. No.
I don't know. That's just I thought. I was like, I could be here, but I'm risking, 250 to. I didn't feel great about it.
Yep. When in doubt, get out.
And I was like, I can pick a better spot than this right here,
There you go.
which I will later on tonight.
There it is. That's that confidence. That's why we call him Buddha.
That's it.
And now Jedrick's got the ace king here. He's got the nut flush draw, but hasn't had anything happen just yet. Tanner playing the mystery hand. 8 on the river. Tanner could be best. Not a huge pot, $140. Jedrick going to bet his ace high. Taking a stabby stab. And there you are, folding.
Basil snap calls.
And he's got the pair of sixes. What a call right there.
It's in his name.
That's true.
6-9.
You got to play it. I've been trying not to make too many 6-9 jokes. Trying not to, but
I don't know. I think we have a age appropriate audience.
I believe so. When we have a license to do it, we're just talking about Tekashi 6-9.
That's it.
Yeah, nice.
I wonder what he's up to.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I haven't seen him on mainstream media in a very long time.
Yeah, he was making some TikToks. He was kind of out in the field.
The IRS was auctioning off all of his jewelry.
I do remember that. Not that long ago.
His records.
I do remember that. That's hilarious. When
if I'd have had the money, I'd have bought one of his chains.
yeah, if you have the money is the hard part there. I'm sure they still went for a pretty penny even at auction.
I think it was $24,000 for the one with the shark.
That's actually kind of cheap.
It is very cheap.
That's actually kind of cheap. That was iced out, right? That was the yeah.
The stories behind that. What that chain has seen.
I can only imagine. I wonder if he's been to any of those parties that are also in the news. Wonder if he's one of those guys.
One of those baby oil guys.
That's the one. Look out. Look out.
Oh, Tanner flops a set.
Messy flop, but there is a set on there for Tanner. And Jacob playing any 2. That's what the ace 2 is. Any 2. And Tanner going to bet. Jacob going to fold. Tekashi 6-9 watching from afar. When he opted for that nickname, I said, don't rat on your friends. We can put you in there, but don't rat them out.
That is, yes.
And he said, all right. He said, I'll try.
Basil's good people.
Very good people. I can never remember the acronym. GG2K.
GG2K.
Good guy to know.
I concur.
Yep.
Yeah, my very first time coming to KoJack's was 2 years ago, right around this time.
Mm-hmm.
And the first face that I noticed was obviously not Basil's, but his
The lack
appearance.
of face.
Yes. Yes, it's Basil. I was like, all right, this is different.
Yep.
Over time, you open up to him, and he's just a great guy.
You realize he's the nicest guy on the planet. Always quick with a joke and a good heart. Yeah, he was one of my first encounters at KoJack's as well.
Yeah.
Would have been about 2-3 years ago.
When I think of KoJack's, I think of Basil.
I do too. And he's got that sweet car, that Corvette with the custom graphics. I told him, park it out front, man. Back that thing up to our building. What a cool representation of poker to have. Look at this. We are 7 ways to the flop this time. 84 in the middle already. Everybody with playable hands. Ace 9-7. Not a huge piece for anybody. Tekashi, I think, flopping the best of it. 2 spades on there. Nobody holding spades. Now, in these multi-way pots, you got to play cautiously. Jacob throwing caution to the wind with queen high. He bets out $30. Now, there's one thing about commentating. Every time you say something, the players make a liar out of you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They do something completely different.
Completely different. And that's poker. You got to stay unpredictable. And Tekashi actually, the best hand, folds. Luis comes along with a pair of 9s, the second best hand now. Now moved into first place. Ace. A couple of aces folded already, maybe kicking themselves. Jacob keeps up the pressure. And Luis is out of there, says, no way, I don't want no pot of that. And Jacob stacking a pot. Now, here's the question. Who's got the best chip stack? Not in terms of just size alone. What do you think about the organizational chip stacks over here?
Okay, so the first stack that I noticed is Basil's.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrible.
Okay. 0 out of 10.
And I'll tell you why.
All right.
He has no chips. You can tell a lot about a poker player by the way they stack their chips.
That is true.
So I think, honestly, Jacob has the best representation of a stack, just not in quantity.
Sure.
You know, only being able to buy in for 300, you can't really do much.
Right.
Jason, the guy next to Jacob to his right, that's your average clean cut stack.
That's a nice one. I like Kinch's. He's got the kind of circle, and he's going to like build around it, it seems like.
Seat 4?
Yeah, C4 with the blue shirt. Oh, and Paisaki's just barely misses the straight here. Jacob taking it down with the pair of 10s.
Wow.
I also like KoJack's stack.
Yeah.
Just keep it simple. Put the big ones on top. Get you a little couple of shuffling chips. I like your stack. Very similar in organization to KoJack.
It dwindled down over the course of the stream.
I see that rack. I thought you were maybe coloring up, getting rid of some of those.
I should have done that earlier.
Yeah.
I should have done that earlier.
I like when Corey plays. He's always the white chip leader.
Yeah.
He'll get 60 in whites and just kind of hang on to a massive tower.
Kind of like Jacob had.
Jacob, yeah. The other night he came in, bought in for 100, and I just handed him a rack of whites. He was like, all right, thanks.
Well, I mean, it is one too.
It is one too. You're going to use them. But certainly helps our dealers out as well.
Average pre-flop is $10 to $15.
Yeah,
so that's that's over time. Just 15 white chips here and there. It's gonna get tiring.
It's yeah,
but it's so fun.
It is fun.
I love it.
You get to splash around those chips, jingling them up.
KoJack's is the best for that.
Yeah, we got those new
Great
chips.
Texas heads up.
That's what
6 ways.
6 ways. Yeah, I always call that West Texas heads up anytime it's 6 or more. And it looks like Paisaki's going to 3-bet it here, trying to thin the field, but that's not going to work at all. Tanner with the 6-4, Jason with the Jack 10, both diamonds.
The basil.
The basil. Now, Luis is holding the ace of spades. And I always say,
not a single spade.
You got to go all in with the ace of spades. Everybody knows that.
He would whiff.
He would whiff
on this flop.
Maybe that's why it's not commonly talked about.
Tanner has the best hand with a pair of 6s.
Yeah, the pair of 6s is best currently, but that could change on this turn and doesn't.
Kinch is looking for a 4.
Kinch with the gutter ball. And Tanner makes the call here. Jason keeping up the aggression with just Jack high.
I wonder what bet those guys. He's got a Mysterio hand.
The Mysterio hand. I'm thinking he's got a pair of 5s. I think he's got a pocket pair of 5s. And Jason bets. Tanner next to act. Folds. Beto with the pair of 5s gets out of there. Could have been 5s.
And he shows it.
And he shows it. And gets some knucks. Mr.
That's always the worst feeling.
What's that?
You fold a pair. It's not it's not top pair, but you fold a pair and then you get shown Jack high.
Oh yeah. That is
like, wow.
That is not a good one. A pair of 6s though, you can pat yourself on the back and say, 9 times out of 10 he's not going to bluff me like that.
True.
Here's what I think the worst feeling in the world is. When you have pocket aces in a tournament on the big blind and you get a walk.
That is the worst.
I feel like that's the worst, especially when you're short stack.
I haven't had that, but I would just know full tilt.
Full tilt. And you're usually tilted.
And blinds are 200, 300.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah. No.
Oh, yeah. No,
full tilt.
If you're not tilted by that point, you will be afterwards.
Very.
That is one of those. And Tanner with the Jack 10. That's the basil right there.
Oh, Jedrick with queens.
He's got the ladies.
See if he can get some action. I think Kent should call. Yeah.
And Kinch does make the call with some Broadway cards. Jacob with the ace 7. If he's got cards, he's in there. Jack high flop, 2 diamonds.
What's up?
And Jedrick's queens are going to hold up here. Tanner betting $100 into the overpair. But Jedrick, look at this paired board.
Can figure it out and go for some value here.
He just makes the call. Can't fault him there. A lot of missed draws, though.
9-10, diamonds.
Hearts.
Or Tanner could have had the dirty diaper.
The dirty diaper would have been
2-3.
the most disgusting hand. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's punny.
it is very, very nasty.
So we were talking last time on the stream. 2-3 is the dirty diaper.
Yes.
2-4, the dirtier diaper or the cleaner diaper?
Cleaner.
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 Cleaner. What was I thinking? I should have known. Now we got Miss Mackenzie jumping on into the box, one of my favorite dealers. It's a good running gag. They're all my favorite dealers.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Not a bad one in the bunch.
Dawson's pretty bad.
Dawson is pretty bad. You know, he's one of those. I feel like every dealer here, you love him or you hate him.
Dawson is a great dealer.
He's an absolute
Deals
beast.
some really, really good coolers too.
But my God, how does he do that every time?
I don't know. He gets a bad rap, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah, as long as
It
you're not
hurts when it
involved.
happens to you, but it is fun to watch. But no, KoJack's, I do believe, has some of the best dealers.
We appreciate
in
that, my
Texas.
friend. We do. We try to keep everybody a cut above, as they say.
They are very efficient.
Yes, indeed. And Kinch with the King Jack. The Kinge. That one's not going to catch on. I can feel it already. Is the house hand.
It is. But it's the King of Hearts, Jack of Spades.
Look at you. All right. I'm impressed.
Okay.
He knows it. He didn't even look.
No, it's not in. I think it's on that back wall in
Yep.
the main room.
It is. And it's on most of our merch, but not the hoodie that. Oh, it is on
Yeah,
the
there
hoodie
it
that
is.
I'm wearing.
Yep.
By the way, our hoodies are really soft. You haven't tried them out yet.
I just don't like the ones with the zipper.
The zipper is excellent. It never gets caught except once in a while.
Yeah.
No, I really like the shoestring ones. Those are super soft on the inside.
See
I've
if I
washed it
can-
100 times.
Kinch 2-pair here.
Ooh. Kim's looking for a 10. Oh, and there's a 4 for nothing. Kim's going to take her down. Tanner couldn't get to Broadway. Both players holding each other's outs for that.
It's a very small bet into 125.
That's one of those, as we call them,
Has
blocker
that
bets.
Blocker. Oh, and he
Wow.
lays it down.
Makes the fold. 3 clubs on the board. Tanner with the perfect sizing there. Was cracking up watching some old poker the other night. Daniel Negreanu
Mhm.
playing, I think it was the big game. And he says, I got this new trick. Let me try it. Gets to the river, min bets. Literally minimum bet. In this
Oh.
game, $2. Everybody folds.
Wow.
Yeah. What do you make of that?
I don't know. There's 125 in a pot.
Yeah. And that's basically what happened there. I mean, that's, a fifth of the pot is going to be the
5
minimum
to
bet.
1. You don't have to be correct very often.
You don't.
But you have the nut flush blocker.
Yep.
King of clubs. I don't know. 25. You think an ace? 2 pair there, an ace. Naked ace, I think checks.
Yep.
It's very connected.
Sure.
Flush gets there, straight's there.
You got enough value, showdown value, to, you know, see something happen. You don't want to get re-raised at that point.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to respect that bet by a Tanner there.
Well, he knows he can't win.
Right.
So he has
Got to throw something out there. King 9, Trey 2 hearts, Beto with the pair of kings, Takashi second best. Barely losing there. Jedrick and Luis both with a pair of 9s. And Takashi going to bet out $5. Almost that Negreanu strategy with the min bet.
But he actually, Beto has the best hand.
Beto really going for it here, raising up to 15.
Basil has to call. Doesn't like it.
Doesn't like
he has
it.
to.
He sniffed it out, and he makes the call. And Luis with the pair of 9s here. He's going to hold on, try and make 2 pair, and he does, technically. And Beto's still best, just not. Oh, wow, the miracle 10. And Takashi's fidget spinner has not betrayed him this time. That's 25. Luis can't call. Beto has to.
Lucky River.
Lucky River, 6-9, phoning a friend. And getting there.
Poker's so sick.
Poker's so sick. And speaking of which, Ahmed in the chat cheering on Mr. Basil. Good to hear from you, my man.
He's watching from North Korea.
He is. And so Takashi 6-9 is the one playing at the table.
Right.
Right. I heard it's cold this time of the year.
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I actually saw a video on TikTok the other night. It was of North Korea.
That's kind
but
of
it was
unusual.
during the day, and it actually didn't look too bad.
They do that on purpose. I think they keep the outside of the cardboard buildings pretty clean.
So, the streets were clean.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they had an 8-lane highway. Lots of people were walking across it.
Sure.
Just jaywalking.
As you do. You know, that's freedom right
The
there.
normal.
Freedom to jaywalk.
Yeah, we don't have that.
We don't have that here. In some ways, we're more oppressed than North Korea when it comes to jaywalking.
Jaywalking.
That's really funny. Man, I was talking to a friend about what was that North Korea movie that came out with Seth Rogen and
Dennis Rodman.
yeah. Man, we were talking about that. We were talking live from it.
I've watched it, and
That's a funny movie. The Dictator?
it might be. I don't know.
All right. He's pulling out the Google box, everybody.
Because I know it was on Netflix there for a while.
What a romp of a good time. And look at these hands. Speaking of good time, Tanner with the ace king suited, Jason with the ace jack. The villain has joined the fray.
The interview.
The interview. I was close. It was the word. And I got that part right.
I think there is a movie, The Dictator, though, too.
Probably. Could make a million political jokes, but I'll stay away from that topic.
I think everybody can handle it. Kinch with a pair of 6s.
And it looks like we've got bet, 3 bet, 4 bet. And Kinch got a fold
It'd be
there.
nice to have an ace on this flop.
It would be wild to have an ace. That would be the case ace, if I'm not mistaken, unless one has already been folded.
Just bring ace, king, queen,
Ace,
turn
king,
jack, max Payne. Actually gets away from ace jack.
Unbelievable. Great fold there. And 7-6. Wow,
what a
2
flop.
kings.
Tanner should check this.
Let everybody else catch up. Oh, I thought Luis verbalized all in, but he said check. Beto
he did.
goes all in.
Tanner's going to snap him off.
Snap him off. Now he's got the top boat here. Bets 30. Luis folds. And Beto with ace high.
Tanner going to take it down.
Tanner gets there. And Beto off to the old vending machine there. Gonna vend some cash. Tanner chipping up, picking up 188 in profit there to that $270 pot.
Very nice pot.
Very nice size.
It's always a good feeling.
Stacking chips?
Stacking chips.
I wouldn't know.
You played in the tournament Monday, right?
No, not me.
Or was that yesterday?
Mm-mm. Nope.
I could have sworn you played a tournament.
No, if I did, I don't think anybody would remember. It'd be 3 hands. I played in the Bomb Pot tournament maybe 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. Got blinded out.
It was the other night when you were like Charles Smith.
Oh, no. No, I was joking.
Joking? Okay.
Yeah, I was joking. I wasn't actually registering. Oh, man, what was I? I don't remember how that came about. I don't remember why I was at the window joking about registering.
Because Corey was at the computer.
Corey was doing something. I was telling him something. Now it's the villain's turn to get ace king here. Yeah. Charles Smith.
Oh, wow.
Jacob
has
with the
pocket
Rockets. And Tanner's got the king jack suited.
I think he just has to fold.
Yeah.
Raise, 3-bet. Yeah, good fold. Too.
That 3-bet is a very strong 3-bet. Paisaki's out of there. Luis going to get out of there. I think the villain is going to have a big decision to make.
I would flat.
Flatting, I think, is acceptable, and I think he does that. There's a jack on there. Tanner very narrowly escaping absolute doom. And Jacob throws out a $50 bet here. I think, yeah. Oh, man. I was going to say the villain could call.
Could.
But I like the raise better. Putting Jacob in a spot here. Is he up against a set? If so, take my money. In this case, we know Jacob is good. And he's got the goods here.
97%. Running 4-5?
Running 4-5. Could do it. And the villain all in at risk.
First hand.
First hand. Oh, and there's a 4. He's not out of the woods. And that 8.
8.
Were you a part of that hand earlier when the board ran out with Broadway?
I was not a part of it, but I was sitting there.
Yeah, that was wild.
Seat 1 actually had made Broadway on the turn.
Yep.
And everybody caught up by the river. But Richard had like 5-6 suited, and Hazel had, whatever.
A 5-way chop.
Yeah.
How often do you see that? Oh, that was really funny. I was telling the live stream, I was telling our audience here, thank you, by the way, for joining us, everybody, that maybe about a month ago, Monica was dealing, and she put out a straight flush on the board. And she's been dealing for 20-something years. She was like, I've never seen that before. Wow. How crazy. I think
held up?
Of course. Straight flush. It was a royal flush on the board.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think it was a 3-way chop that time. How crazy.
I would never fold.
What a time to be alive when you see that happen. Stuff is getting wild, everybody. Solar activity, Mercury in retrograde, royal flushes on the flop, cats hanging out with dogs. Look out. It's a line from Ghostbusters. I changed it to hang out.
It's a little bit before my time.
Was it?
I think so.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, yeah, me too.
When did Ghostbusters come out? The 90s?
I want to say 89.
So late 80s.
I want to say 89. I'm going to check myself. If you know in the chat, what year did Ghostbusters come out? Type it in.
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters. It had to be the 80s. 84.
Wow.
No. It was way off. Yeah. And then
I wasn't even thought of.
The scene from The Thing shows the terrible special effects. If I had just looked at that, I would have known it was 84.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still not bad for their time.
Not bad.
But what we're able to do nowadays is you look back at it and you're like, we thought this was like
We thought it was great.
Best editing in. Now we look at, movies, and I'm like, wow,
Transformers.
that looks so real.
It's crazy. They
10
do a
years
good
ago.
job.
They do.
They do a great
Marvel
job.
movies do a very good job.
I do kind of miss the old school, like puppeteering, claymation, the models and stuff. You watch Star Wars from the 60s and you're like, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Explosions.
Yeah, I was watching it. Can't remember what streaming service, but I had a couple days off. Actually, the villain has the best hand.
Yeah, with the pair of fours.
I was just watching and I was like, man, we have come a long way.
A long way since Pac-Man.
If I could be someone in Star Wars, I'd just be Chewie.
I would be Red Leader.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'd like to be Chewie just to.
Yeah.
Who else would I be?
You'd be a walking carpet. It's a deep cut also. Star Wars fans,
Yeah.
Who's
I do
scruffy
not-
looking?
I do not know that. I do not know that.
I got a what's it called? A Rolodex of obscure Star Wars lines in
one
my
of those
head.
things, like it's got all those papers and just like roll through it. Nice.
Yep, that's me.
We had one of those at our secretary in the high school that I went to had one of those. I was like, what is this?
God, you're so young.
I am.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, me too. I don't know what that is either.
Yeah.
No, I like to throw out the word Rolodex. I don't think I was alive for that. I got a lot of gray hair, but I'm not that old.
Not that old.
I'm 48.
You don't look it.
I'm not actually 48.
Okay, I was about to say. You don't look close to 48.
From an Adam Sandler movie. He says, I always say much older age than I am. And that way people are like, oh, you look great for your age.
Great.
And then you find out how old you really are, and they're like, you're still pretty good, though. You're not as old as I thought.
Yeah, so this Whoop is a kind of like a...
It's a biomonitor?
Yeah. So
Wow.
I'm 26.
Okay.
The Whoop thinks I'm 34.
I was going to say, you look 26.
Yeah. So
You look good, man.
if that says anything.
Shoot. I went to the doctor, and they tried to find my pulse, and they said, no, I think you're dead.
Cannot find it.
Cannot. Did some blood work, and dust came out.
Villain actually has the best hand here.
The villain does that a lot.
Jacob open-ended.
Paizaki's with a pair of fives. Betting 5. That's a tell right there, I'm told. King comes off on the turn. No help to anybody. And Jason bets $10. I like his bet, the overcard. Out of position. Going to have a higher representation of kings, if I'm not wrong. I read a book one time. It was about
Yeah, I
poker.
ordered Doyle Brunson's books
Oh,
weeks ago.
yeah, first one, Super System. I think was the second book that I read on poker. Second ever book. I was in
So
kindergarten.
I went to Vegas
Okay. Very cool place.
and did not work.
No.
No.
What a bummer. You played in the WSOP or you playing
I
cash?
did play in the WSOP.
Very cool. What an experience. What was that like?
How does Jason win here? Did he get a fold?
And he does. He gets a fold.
Nice.
Hey, we got a
Yeah,
sponsor.
so I threw 8 bullets. I went 0 for 8.
Well,
It's okay.
you know what that means.
Just got to keep going.
The next one's coming around.
That's it.
The best
That is
tournament players, I think, cash about 20% of the time. So you're due.
I am due.
You're due 2 of them.
And I was actually in Choctaw when Baby Cruz won that tournament.
Oh, yeah. He did. Congratulations to
Yeah,
Baby
so
Cruz.
Yeah, congratulations.
Cool $250,000.
Very good run.
Yeah.
I seen him in the corridor. We were on a 15, 20-minute break, and, I was like, what's up, Cruz? And
Yeah.
he was locked in.
Focused up.
Locked in. Just
Not-
looked at me, didn't say anything, just kept walking.
Man, that's what it takes.
I was like, that's badass.
That's how you be a
That's
champion.
it. That is it. Great run, Cruz.
Great run, buddy. We are all proud of you here in West Texas and especially at KoJack's. Yeah, I saw the MRT, Midland Reporter Telegram, put out an article
Yeah.
on them. Yeah,
Yeah.
very cool.
Very cool. And they also threw in Braxton.
They did. And I wrote them and said, hey, what about Daryl, who won the Big O,
Yeah.
event number 6? They never got back to me.
Yeah, Daryl is one of those players. You definitely feel his presence at the table.
Oh, yeah. No, he is a very accomplished player. Not many players I'm afraid of.
But you sit down and you don't know him. You're like,
Yeah.
oh,
No, he's a nice
we're
guy.
okay.
Just seems like a
We're
regular
here.
dude. And then he finds ways to manipulate you into doing exactly what he wants. Yeah, I played against him one time. I'm not good enough of a player to be afraid of most people. I just don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like a baby running into a spike pit. They don't know.
They don't know.
That's what I'm at. But Daryl terrifies me.
Yeah.
He is a
He is
good
a
player.
crusher.
And the villain here with the best hand again.
Beto missed.
Beto not going to bet. Oh,
I think Basil gets away.
yeah. Takashi.
Oh, he does.
Wait a second. The villain played it just right.
Makes a call.
And shows the two pair taking her down. And he calls himself the villain, but what a nice guy.
Very nice guy.
Good taste in music also.
I don't believe I played with him.
Oh, yeah.
Not on the live stream.
Sure. It's been a while since you've been on the live stream.
Usually working, but for some reason I got a day off today.
Well, we will be moving our live streams to Fridays, starting
Nice.
us off, I believe, in 2 weeks.
Isn't there some sort of series going on at the end of August?
Interesting you mentioned that. Yes, there is some sort of series going on at the end of August. It's moved to the 1st of September, and we are going to be doing a whole week of free rolls,
Really?
and at the same time, a whole week of cash game tournaments.
So how is the cash game tournament going to work?
Cash game tournament is going to play just like a cash game, so you can buy in for any amount up to the cap, and you can leave at any time. But we are going to be taking money out of each pot and putting that towards a prize pool. We're also going to be keeping track of everybody's cash outs. So when you buy in, you're negative whatever you bought in. And then when you cash out, if you're up, then you're positive whatever. If you are less, then you're negative whatever. And we're going to take the top 12% of the biggest cash out winners and award them a pot just like we normally would with a prize pool.
Nice.
So it's going to be very cool. So if
very
you sit down, and it's a 1-2 game and you win $2,000 somehow in your first hand, you think, I'm probably good. I'm going to take first place.
I would hit and run.
Just hit and run. Just get out of there.
It's a tournament.
And the leaderboard will be updated accordingly, and you might get some of that money.
That is a very nice,
It's going to
very
be
nice stat.
super cool. It's going to be really cool. And then we've got that whole week of free rolls, starting off with a Hold'em tournament. We're doing a bomb pot tournament on Tuesday, a PLO tournament on Wednesday, Crazy Pineapple on Thursday.
Oh, I got to be here for that.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Crazy Pineapple is a very fun game.
Man, it's nuts. It gets wild. Now, if you're not familiar, you get 3 cards instead of 2, and you discard a card after you see the flop. And then a round of betting ensues. It becomes Hold'em right after that. But, man, it's a lot of fun.
It is very fun.
And then Friday, we're starting the main event with a $20,000 guarantee. We're doing 2 flights on Friday, 2 flights on Saturday, and day 2 on Sunday.
Is that also a free roll?
That is also a free roll.
Nice.
20K guarantee on a free roll. Where have you ever heard of that before?
So if you're not in Midland around that time, you need to make sure you're going to be out here.
Yeah, set your calendars.
We have great cash games after the tournaments, too.
Man, we have great cash games.
We have very good cash games.
We have unbelievable cash games. A lot of players, look, I'm going to do it. I'm going to say it. A lot of players go on tilt after they bust out of the tournament, and then they jump into the cash games, and that's what makes them absolutely wild.
Yes.
You want action, man. That is the way to do it, especially on Mondays after that free roll. We had a packed house last Monday.
It was a very good tournament.
I think that's what I was joking about. I think we were at
think so,
capacity, and I said, Corey put me in because we had 9 full tables. It was nuts.
Yeah, so I was in for 2 bullets.
Oh, yeah.
And like the majority of people that bust out of the free roll, I had to take a little walk.
You got to take a walk. It's a free roll, but it is
Because
high
if I wouldn't
stress.
have, I would have jumped right into the cash game and I would have done exactly what you just said.
That's what happens.
I'd have punted off
9
grand.
times out of 10. Yeah, 100 grand.
So I took a little walk, took a drive down. What is this, Andrews Highway?
Midkiff Andrews, sure. Yeah,
Took a
whichever
little
one.
5-minute drive, came back, and sat down at the cash game. And
You zenned out as your
Did very well.
namesake implies. Very good. Yeah, that's another trick. You know, you bust out of the tournament and then you make your money back. That's what
Try to, at least.
That's what I've done every time
Try
that I've
to.
played a tournament. I'm not one for the tournament players. You know, Joey V. Okay. Boink. Mackenzie signing off. We'll miss you. See ya. Well, yeah, it's not an Irish goodbye, though.
She said goodbye.
Yeah. She's a bad Irish woman.
That is very terrible.
She needs to watch that movie, The Irishman.
So what do we got here? Jason, ace queen, raises to 12,
The Ace Quisha.
and everybody calls.
Yeah, if it's good enough for 2, it's good enough for 12. And
I like Jedrick's hand.
I like Jedrick's hand a lot.
See, the king, the king with the small kicker has been hitting pretty frequently this game, and
Wow.
there it is.
Look at that board there. Full house for Jedrick, but also a full house for Takashi. Ah, man. Quad 4s. There's something beautiful about that hand.
Chop it up.
But nobody holding a 4. And it looks like we got a sponsor in our chat. Sean Thomas saying he wishes he was in on the action. KoJack's needs to open up a room in Hobbs, New Mexico, and he's going to contribute $5 to the cause.
Big round of applause.
That's what I'm talking about. Probably only needs $749,000, 995 more dollars. I think a $750,000 mil probably good enough to open a room. I don't know what it costs.
We'll just have to run that by Reese.
Let's run it by Reese. Hey Reese, where you
We've
at?
got $5.
We've got $5. What do you say?
What can we do?
Are you
Hobbs
willing to
next?
match?
I would match.
I would match too. We got $15 on it, guys. All right.
Yep.
Leave us up. Aiden says he's
Aiden.
thrown in $25.
25.
All right.
30.
He's got 30.
Make it 35.
Wow, big spender over here. This guy's just showing off. Hey, I'll see your 30 and I'll raise you another 30.
See, that's it. That is something you don't hear nowadays.
No, indeed. Nobody says that. I'll see it.
That is a very, I'll see your 30, but raise you 30. That is a very, that's limit hold'em.
It is. It's also, God, what was that movie with Steve McQueen in it? I watched that one not too long ago. The poker movie.
Rounders?
No, way before Rounders. It was back. They were playing. I think it was Hold'em was like kind of new. They were playing some messed up poker. I'll think of it. I'll text you at 3 a.m. when I remember.
That's good.
You know
I'm
how
usually
that goes.
awake.
Me too.
Yeah, so I laid in bed at around 11:30 last night. Didn't go
Sure.
to sleep till about 3.
That's what happens. You know what's funny? I did the exact same thing.
But I can't get off TikTok.
TikTok is brain rot central.
It is.
That'll do it to you. Yeah, it's hard to fall asleep with that blue light. I try to turn everything off, but yeah, I'm the same. I get tempted, start looking at TikTok. You know what I do, though, is I scroll through YouTube. I've been on the shorts on YouTube.
Yeah.
Cat videos.
Cat
Nonstop.
videos?
Yeah, I know you wouldn't think it.
You
But-
have cats?
Nope.
No?
I'm definitely allergic.
Really?
So I watch them through the screen. And all of my screens have smudges where I pet them.
That could be you.
That is, I know, it could be me.
I think they make medicine now for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it.
So Jacob here with King 3 is open-ended. Tanner and Beto
Tanner and Beto going back at it again.
pair. The villain has a flush draw, and he calls.
And he makes the call, going for the puppy paws or the kitty paws. And there's a queen.
Wow.
Villain still gets
Not
there.
the card he wanted,
Nope, but it is the card he
but
deserved.
it is the card that he needed.
And he goes out for 100. You think he's bluffing here?
No.
I don't either. I don't know why I said that. He's targeting a 10, though.
This would be a pretty good fold if Tanner can lay it down.
He
Nice
does. Look at that fold. Tanner, I got to say, his instincts are on point today. And Bernie shows the queen.
Yeah, I saw Tanner and his father at the golf course a couple weeks ago. And what's his dad's name? Scott.
Scott, yes, sir.
Very good people.
Very, very good indeed. Some of my favorite members of the club. Scott, also a very threatening player at the table.
He is.
He's a crusher,
He
man.
really is.
He does a good job.
I think my top two here is Coach,
Coach is a good one.
and it's a fine line between Coach, Frankie,
Frankie, sure.
and Moyer.
Moyer is an absolute shark. He is a crusher too.
So whenever I see them at a table, it is game on.
You know my favorite. It's not my favorite, but my bragging poker story never involves me winning. But I did put Moyer in the blender one time.
Did he end up making the call?
Of course. Yeah. No. He
Sniffed it out.
He owned me.
Sniffed it out.
I went for a River Bluff one time, and he was kind of thinking about it. He's like, I call, and he says, you got to size up next time.
Yeah.
And
Go
so
big.
I got to the river and I sized up, and then he was like, shoot, is this another River Bluff? He wouldn't do that to me twice in a row. And seriously thought about it for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. And guess what? Put in the call.
Made the call.
And I think I didn't even have ace high.
Maybe that was some reverse psychology.
Maybe he was fooling me into thinking I
Got to
did
go
something
bigger.
good.
He's like, next time he does that, I know.
Now I know.
Kings with the kings. That was a nasty, nasty hand earlier when he had kings against my nines.
That was nasty. That was. Now Kinch raising it up with the Cowboys. Kinch with two kings. The villain with the dirty diaper. Abandons.
Jacob with any two.
Yes, of course. Queen 5. He's got a suited queen.
It
He's
was
in the
suited.
small blind. Now, when you're in the small blind and you check dark, that's basically the same as playing in position. Prove me wrong. I see the wheels turning. I didn't mean that seriously, but
I hardly ever think. Let me check. Wow.
look at this flop here. All tens. Kinch with the top boat. And you just can't put your opponent on quads.
No.
Now, the question is, does Kinch go for a little value here, try to build a pot, or does he smooth check, let the players catch
I would
up?
let him catch up. I would check. You obviously don't have a 10.
Right. I did hear a funny story the other day. Rudy flopped I think it was either a royal or a straight flush, and he just bombed it on the flop. And he said, what are they going to put me on? A straight flush? And he got like 3 callers. Yeah, because what are they going to put him on? He was 100% right. And Kinch shows the Cowboys flopping the boat.
Yeah, I think in the long run, you just need to check that flop.
Unless you're trying to get on the board for our Fortune 4, which, by the way, is running strong. We're up to 16K, over 16K actually in the jackpot. Flop a set, make Broadway, hit a flush, or make a full house, just like Kinch just did. And you could win that $16,000.
Sunday window.
New Sunday window.
6 hours instead of 4.
Hours. Now, the first weekend that we did that, we actually had a player hit the jackpot.
Really?
The very first time. Had about 10 minutes left, so it took him almost 6 hours to do it. But he sure did. Very first Sunday that we did that. And we are bringing that around again this Sunday. So come on out. You going to be there? Yep.
We will see.
Yep. He'll be there. You know what that means. When a poker player says we'll see, that means yeah.
My girlfriend is watching the stream, so I gotta.
Well,
Gotta
you've outed yourself. Yeah, no, he's going to go get you flowers, honey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
He's going to go
That
to the
is
store and pick out the best bouquet of roses he can find. It might take a couple hours, like 6 hours, but he'll be doing that.
I'll be home with the most beautiful bouquet of flowers.
Just don't pick them up before you come to play. You don't want them to wilt in the car.
Tanner with the suited ace jack.
I like the ace jack. This could be fireworks.
Yeah, let's see some clubs on the flop.
Takashi's got the bow wow, the old K9. Unsuited. I like Beto's hand here. And that's why. That's a flop right there for Beto. Pair of 8s and the flush draw. Jacob looking for the gutter ball along with Jason. And no clubs out there, but Tanner does have top pair, top kicker. And Beto, of course, going to come along.
I think Jacob can peel.
Yeah, I think Jacob's peeling. I think Jason can definitely peel as well. Got the backdoor diamond redraw there. And there's the king on the turn.
Should be a check for Tanner. Oh, no. It's going for it.
He is keeping up the pressure. 35. 40.
Beto just has to flat.
Beto can't go anywhere here. And Jason out of there. Jacob not staying sticky. I did expect a call there in position.
And there it is.
Look at this. Beto gets there almost right away. And Tanner knows what's up. He does check. And Beto bets. I think Tanner can get away from this.
You cannot.
He doesn't.
It's a call.
He makes it.
Pot had 250.
Oh,
Beto has 17 behind.
that's a
It's a gross spot, but
it is a gross spot. I didn't realize the size of the bet. Yeah, you have
10
to.
1.
1,000 to 1, 1,000,000 to 1. You got to make the call there.
That's just it's like a Kusif moment. You got it. You got it.
Kusif, sure.
You got it. You got it.
Is that from the Wolf of Wall Street?
No, that is from this year's WSOP main event.
Oh, Kusif. Yes. Yes.
If you don't have it, I have it.
Yes. Oh, Kusif, he got ejected, right? He's banned.
He got the rest of the series banned.
But he may be back next year.
But he should be back next year. I think he's good for the game.
I think he's good for the game, too. I like him.
You
And
always have to have a good villain.
I like Martin.
Not like that.
That guy, man, he is funny to watch.
Casino Royale.
And we were talking when Braxton was in the main event. WSOP had no idea what kind of gold they were sitting on viewership-wise. If they put Kusif and Braxton at the same table, and it never happened.
I think Braxton had some earplugs or something in at the table.
You got to stay centered. That's what I always say. Yeah, he definitely did on the final table. I do remember that. He was locked in, focused up. Must be nice to make $1 million in a couple hours.
2 hands.
2 hands. I know. Made $2 million right there. Crazy to think about. I was joking with another one of our players, Brian Arnold. I said,
yeah. Arnie.
Yeah, Arnie. I said, I'll never know that feeling. And he just cracked up. Yeah, I ain't wrong.
Maybe one day.
No.
I think that's everybody's goal.
Maybe one day if Neuralink becomes undetectable, I will cheat my way to the final table. You heard it here first. I will be enhanced. And Luis flopping the club draw. And there he goes, all in. Pricing everyone else out. The villain's second pair, good kicker. You calling here? 2 players left to act behind you.
King Jack. No.
Look, he does. He does make the call. And the villain will be ahead. Now, Kinch put to the test. This is going to be a tough spot. All in and a call ahead of you. 1 player left to act. He did have the best hand, but you can't call in those situations. And this is going to play out exactly like everybody at the table thinks it is.
There's the nuts.
Wow. Unbelievable. And it looks like they may be running it twice.
So rewarding to, put it all in on the draw, and then the very next card.
Oh, man.
There it is.
There is no better feeling, and they will chop this pot.
Oh, wow. They ran it twice.
Oh, man. I thought we were going 3 times. I would have liked to see that. Now Mr. Jason here stacking up the pot, getting everything right.
Are you a one-time guy?
Yeah, usually. And I'll tell you, you know what's funny? It's only because I forget to say, can we run it twice? I get caught up in the heat of the moment, and I'm like,
got that adrenaline pumping. Your
I
heart's
guess I'll call.
racing.
Yep. Yeah, last time I had Ace King, got it all in. King Queen and Ace Jack suited were the other 2 hands. Way ahead. Flop comes out. King Queen. And then I said, wait a second, guys, we're running it twice, right? And everyone started laughing because Hey, Lena in the chat. That's my sister, y'all. What's happening?
Hello, Lena.
We are watching some exciting poker action, and we are joined by Mr. Buddha,
Hello, hello.
an absolute crusher, great guy, and very tall.
We're about the
We're
same
about
size.
the same height. That's why I said very tall.
6'1".
Well, yeah, 6'7".
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know they've come out with those
I saw that.
the shin. I don't know.
It's a surgery or something. Yeah.
Like you can make it like 3 inches taller.
I saw a time lapse of a guy, and he was doing the prepare. Yeah, probably on TikTok. You probably saw the same one.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I can't recommend it.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it either. I can't recommend it. Because
Maybe if I was 5'8". Yeah.
maybe. But if you're 5'3", you go up to 5'6".
No, I would stay 5'3".
I would stay 5'3".
Stay 5'3".
The other thing too is that guy who got the surgery, his arms were still
Yeah,
normal
They're the
size.
same size.
Shayla in the chat calling us out.
That is my girlfriend.
She knows. Yeah, we're about 6'7". I don't know what to tell you. What do you? Yeah, look, Shayla.
Only on days that end in Y.
That's right. Bring a tape measure next
Or
time.
Monica the other night, we were something was happening, and we were trying to bend the rules a little bit.
Briggs. Briggs is my brother. We got a family affair going on. I am loving this right now. My smile is ear to ear, and Buddha can vouch.
It is.
Briggs is actually taller than me. And so is my dad. So I'm the short guy in my family.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You're very.
Yeah,
Wow.
very tall. 6'7".
So how tall is Briggs?
6'9".
Really?
I was quick with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
I was quick with
I
that.
didn't get it. I did not catch it.
Yep. Yeah, Briggs, he's a crusher. He started playing poker.
That's what you were saying the other night.
Oh yeah. He started playing poker. He's doing pretty good at it from what I understand. I turned him on to WPT Gold. I don't know if he's playing on there. Briggs, let me know in the chat if you're playing online, but apparently he's playing home games and watching YouTube videos and stuff. Enjoys our content.
We have very good content here.
We do, man.
I enjoy it.
We
But
do.
I enjoy it more because I play with these guys 5 times a week. So I
Right.
like to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Where their mind's at.
Yeah, exactly.
I just know from now on, Kinch, I am calling you light. From now on.
Kinch is going to change up his strategy as soon as he watches this. And that's the other fun thing. You know, most people, though, I will say, in defense of people who are afraid to play on live stream because you get to see all the action, most people play differently just because of the nature of the live stream itself.
I'm definitely a lot tighter
Yeah. See,
in the live stream.
just because you know people are watching, you're going to change your game whether you want to or not.
But out there in the main room, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's
I'm kind of like Jacob. Any two.
Any two. Oh, yeah. No, that's me, too. If I'm betting, I'm bluffing. Well, now you know next time you play against me.
Yeah.
Yep. Which may be tomorrow.
We should switch up our strategy.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm only betting for value. And Briggs says he is on gold. Need to get on a table together. Yeah, man, we need to do that. That would be a lot of fun. I went broke on gold, and I'll tell you why. Because I only play it after cracking a beverage. You know,
That's the best, though.
that's the best.
See, but they have, they do have some very low stakes on there. You know, they have
Yeah.
5
exactly.
cent, 10 cent.
That's what I
fine.
usually grind. Yeah, I'll
But-
play that. Yeah, because you bet, and if it's an all in, it's like you're losing $2. You know.
Exactly.
Oh well.
Yeah, so I deposited about $100, and I'm still rocking on that same $100.
Nice. That feels good.
5 cent, 10 cent.
Nice. Sergio Brown in the chat cheering on Mr. Basil. Takashi69 in the house.
Luis.
And by the
7
way-
8s.
Yeah, look at this. The set of 8s against Takashi's ace king, top pair, top kicker. Paizaki's has the ace of spades. Should go all in. I'll forgive him this time. And Jason returning to the table.
Let's see if Basil can get away here.
Not consulting the fidget spinner yet. This is a tough spot.
He needs to break his Oreo.
And he does count out a call, it looks like. I don't know. He's counting out a stack. Gonna think about it. Top pair, top kicker. So hard to get away from.
Very hard to get away.
And facing this much aggression on the flop. Oh, and he does pull the chip back. That's a call.
He has 1%.
He could win.
There is a chance.
There is a chance. He's not dead. Paisaki's ever so slightly better. It's weird how he's got more equity, isn't it?
It is very weird.
That's numbers for you. Math, the universal language, something I don't
Math
speak.
ain't mathin'.
No, it ain't.
I say that when I'm playing Fortnite.
Do you?
I do.
You
the
good at
math,
Fortnite?
The math ain't mathin'.
Man,
I hit him for 88, 22, 66, 44. Great reference, Oreo. Yes.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, speaking of Fortnite, my brother Briggs taught me how to play that.
It's
One time.
It's a fun game.
It's a fun game. I didn't do very well the one time I played it.
And
But he was, there it goes. Are we running it twice? Yes, indeed. Basil,
there another 3.
dead.
Dead.
Dead on the 3.
It's hard to get away from, man.
Yeah, especially on the
top
flop. And Luis really seizing the opportunity there to bet all in.
Max value.
Max value.
Basil will have to go back to North Korea.
Yeah, on Korea Air.
Is that really what it is? Korea Air?
I don't know. I don't think they have. Okay, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know if they have airports. I've never been.
I have no.
That's my excuse. Is I've just never been. Yeah, that's true. Our IT guru over here, Aiden, weighing in, cracking up at my lack of knowledge about North Korea. How am I supposed to know?
Well, we could ask Dennis Rodman.
We could ask Dennis Rodman, a fan of Rocket Man himself.
Could you imagine Kim Jong-un
No, and I do sometimes try to imagine.
is DMs you on Instagram? Hey, man.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un here. You
why
want
don't
to
you
come
come
over?
over?
Yeah.
Why don't you come over? I got basketball courts. What do you- I got hair dye. No, I would.
What it's like.
I've often wondered what it's like to be Kim Jong Un. That's a
Just
wild rush, isn't it? You tell people to gather, and then the whole country gathers.
They have to.
Mind blowing.
They have to.
They're not happy about it. Now, I did watch
It's the fear factor.
the Fear Factor. Speaking of, Joe Rogan had that guest on maybe a year ago who escaped from North Korea. Did you
Yeah.
see that?
No.
Oh man, that's
I'll
an
have to go watch that.
insightful interview. Very insightful. She tells it like it is. I think
It's a woman.
it is a woman.
That makes
Horrible,
for a better story.
horrible story about how she got out of there. She had to go through Mexico, I think, and or no, she went through South Korea, hopped the border or something. Anyway, without getting too off track,
Did she have a mask or she's showing her face?
she's showing her face. She had a lot of plastic surgery. I don't know if that was to hide her identity or not, but she's fixed up.
Jacob going to call with the King 8.
He's got a suited king. If you're going to crack ace king, suited king may not be the best hand to do it with.
Still 60-40.
It is. Until now.
Oh, wow.
Wait a second. And there's the 3. Jacob pulls it out. Oh, man. Tanner not happy about that
Tanner
one.
in disbelief.
Wait a second. They're running it twice. Tanner has a shot.
Oh, wow.
5. It's always a sweat. And the 4 gets there. Are you kidding me? Wow. Unreal. I pushed the wrong button. Tanner, no shade. I pushed the wrong button. I'm sorry about that, my man. And he gets up on cue.
Suited King 8 holds on both.
The suited King 8. And what did I say? The players, anytime you say anything, they're going to make a liar out of you. I said the suited King 8, not the best hand to crack the ace king with, but here we are. And Jacob making a liar out of me. Me and my 6'8" glory. I grew an inch.
You did.
Still growing.
10 minutes ago.
Lena's saying electric Landon. I think that's Landon saying it's electric. Having a good time. It's a
We are
family
having a good
affair.
time.
We're having a great time.
Have you seen that Netflix special of that comedian?
Probably.
That's one of his lines that he uses after a joke doesn't go the way he thought it would. We're having a good time.
We're having a good time.
Having a good time.
I've watched a lot of comedy. That Netflix has a great magic special.
Like
Magician. It is hilarious. The guy's got a TV show called Magic for Humans. And I can't remember his name. I'm Googling it right now. Justin Willman. And his magic special is electric.
electric.
Very good.
I'll have to give that a watch. Paisakis flops best with a pair of 4s.
The board pairs with that 3. Paisaki's no boat.
It is very toasty in here.
It gets hot, man.
It's very toasty.
We got a couple of computers running. We got me blowing hot air,
Yeah, we're both.
talking nonstop. Oh,
Paisaki's boat's up.
what did I say? I said no boat, and there it is. He makes a boat.
That's the cleaner diaper.
That's the
P4.
cleaner diaper, and it's suited even.
It is.
That's one of those
That's
antibacterial ones.
That's the what is that baseball player? Jackie Robinson.
Oh,
the
Mr.
42.
Robinson, huh?
I think that was his number.
There's no way of knowing.
If I mess that up, I'm sorry. But I believe his number is 42.
Mr. Robinson, we extend a personal apology to you if that is not your number. But if it is, hey. That's all I just had.
Paisakis is going to take it down. So what else do we have happening at KoJack's?
We got those tournaments coming up, my man. And we are actually going to be running a high roller tournament next Friday.
For 1,000.
$1,200 buy-in. It is going to be a wild tournament.
I should bring in some pretty good crushers.
Yes, it should bring in some. A lot of people have been asking me about why don't we do a high roller. So here we are. Let's do a high roller.
That'd be nice.
Asking the right guy to make these kinds of things happen. And it's going to be awesome. On Friday, we've got the high roller next week. And then next Saturday, we're starting off our new weekend tournaments. In addition to our weekday tournaments, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're doing a Hold'em tournament on Saturday, $360 buy-in, $7,500 guarantee.
Wow.
And then, of course, the bankroll builder is moving to Sunday, $65 for a 3K guarantee. Thing rules.
That's a pretty good tournament.
That is an
I
excellent
enjoy
tournament.
that one.
We hit 50, I want to say it was 5,700 last week and 6,500, I think, the week before.
Wow.
Unbelievable. That is an excellent tournament.
Smashing the guarantee.
Smashing the guarantee. Great structure. Everybody loves it. Make sure to come out and play it, everybody.
It's just that, a bankroll bidder.
It's the bankroll builder. $65. You can rebuy once, twice, maybe even 3 times if you're me. And you're still not hurting the bank. And then when you win, boom, there's your bankroll.
There's your builder.
Done.
I think that high roller, like an ideal table lineup, would be Sean Rice,
Oh, yeah.
Nathan Weisner,
Oh, yeah.
Coach, B. Dunn, Baby Cruz, Daryl.
I'm salivating.
And there's another, sorry, I don't know your name, but he has a huge dip in his lip. And he's got glasses, skinnier feller.
Sure.
One who won the high roller last
Yeah, V. Starts with a V. It's not Vax or
Vac.
Vac.
Vac, yes.
I think that would be an epic lineup.
That would
for
be
the high
a
roller.
wild lineup. We might have to just get that game going. Do a cash game, special invite,
10K
whatever-
minimum.
whatever the stakes are. Just bring whatever
Or
you feel like.
5K minimum. 5K would be nice.
5K would be good. 10K would be better.
The villain's going to bet for value here.
He's got the club flush.
Jedrick just has to call with his 2 pair.
Yeah, he's handcuffed there.
Well, I think that is going to be my time. I'm going to go get back on the tables.
Well, my friend, it has been an absolute pleasure.
I've had a lot of fun.
Very much appreciate it, Buddha. What a great commentator. What a great guest. And so tall.
6'9".
6'9". You're a little shorter than me because I'm 6'10". So
Right.
yeah.
Right. Right. Well, thank you everyone
right.
for joining us, and hopefully I can come back.
Yes, indeed. You have an open invitation, my man.
Awesome.
Anytime you want to come
Awesome.
back. We are launching Buddha's live streaming career right now.
Here, right now.
And everybody who's been watching, you have been a part of history.
That is correct.
He's tearing up right now.
I am.
Yeah, with the recognition and everything.
I'm going to go cry.
That's okay. Real men cry sometimes.
That is true.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
You got to do it.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Only when you're 6'9".
Only when you're 6'9". Well, my man,
Thank you very much.
very cool to
Have
have
a
you.
wonderful night.
Thank you. And just like that, he is Ghost. Thanks again, man. What a great time and what a great player to commentate with me in the booth. And Jason now with the 5-4 of diamonds, got the pair of fours. And the backdoor flush draw. Luis trying to make a straight here, but Beto's got he's got the set. The set of snowmen. And Beto's still best. He boats up on the turn. And Beto bets 85, only 74 behind. Jason with the pair of fours, a non-believer, really spending time on this decision. And what a great co-host. Just grateful for it. Buddha for coming in, helping me out with this live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Always nice to see my whole family, basically, in the chat. And Jason makes a crying call here. too many missed draws, even on that paired board. Wait a second. It's not even a call. It's like he raises. And Jason shows the 4. Got to do it with the 4s. Beto's boat is best. And Beto stacking chips. Jason, not too upset about it. You can't beat yourself up over a call like that or a raise like that. All right, here we go. On to hand number 47. No, it's actually 48. My word, how the time flies. We've already been streaming for 2 hours. And Takashi 6'9" with some suited connectors, but Luis has the ladies, pair of queens. Ace 4 for the villain. Ace 4 the villain. Ace 10 for Beto. And Jedrick with the 10-7 here. King 8-5 coming out on the flop. Queen's still best, but that overcard could be scary. And another king on the river. Luis's hand still best. Beto could not get to Broadway. Luis bets out. Beto folds. $75 gets the fold there. And Jedrick now with the ace of spades. Come on, Jedrick. Go all in. No, instead he just calls. Luis with the house hand, raising it up to 7. And now Kinch has the queens. Jason's suited jack not going to play. The villain got the 4 tray. Even cleaner diaper than the 4 deuce. All black flop, but only 1 spade out there for Jedrick. Kinch's overpair still best. Jedrick with a wheel draw here. Any ace, any 3, or running spades. And Jedrick makes a call here for $60 into a pot of 150. Another black card, but it's still the wrong color black. And Kinch makes the bet. Jedrick makes the fold. And now we got Joey in the box dealing some heat, shuffling up lightning right now. And thanks again for checking us out, everybody. Got a whole new list of tournaments. Check it out on our Poker Atlas page. We're going to be doing some $200 tournaments Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for the month of August. It's going to be awesome. 5K guarantees each day. PLO on Tuesday, Big O on Wednesday, and Thursday, you know it, you love it, the classic, the Cadillac of poker, No Limit Hold'em. And Luis, pair of 9s, still best here. Jacob's pair of 8s. And he bets $100 into Luis. Bluffing with the second best hand here. And Jacob does shows the 8. And Luis says, yeah, just can't call. Too many overcards. The ace and the queen scaring him away. And once again, a big thank you to everybody for watching our live stream. Thanks to my family for checking me out. Having a good time still watching some poker. Watching that deep stack 1-2 get even deeper. Big stack is Jacob playing 72% of hands. 1569 in his stack, representing 30% of the total chip count. That's pretty wild. Luis is 8-5 under the gun, gets a call, and the villain next to act, raising a 15 there. Beto with ace-9, Jason with the queen-3, and Jacob with the pocket aces. And the villain makes the call for 30. 30 more. Jacob capitalizing on his image here. But aces is one of those hands that goes best heads up. And now Jason with a suited queen here. It's a better flush draw than the villain and the overcard to the villain's hand, but in a bad way against pocket aces, especially with that ace of clubs. And Jason does lay it down. Two clubs out there. I didn't know there were any left in the deck. And the villain bets. Likes that flush draw. Feels another club coming. Beto with ace high. No pair, no draw. Gets out of there. Jacob putting out a raise, a chunky raise. 125 right there. 6 on the turn. Not a club. Jack on the river. No help. Deuce on the other river. No help. Jacob scoops a huge pot. 1,361 in the middle there. And there's some more cash before that pot is even moved all the way. You know, I just noticed Luis's shirt in seat number 1 to the left of the dealer. That classic Gatorade logo. Michael Jordan and the Bulls. It's pretty cool. And we've been streaming for about 2.5 hours now. About 30 minutes thereabouts left on the live stream. So thanks everybody for watching. We are not wrapping up yet. Still got that end of summer series to talk about and the Fortune 4. Make 4 hands in 4 hours. We got a new window every Sunday, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. We get 6 hours. Now, the first time we did that, we hit the jackpot. But it's been going strong ever since, building up with a fury. We're up to over $16,000 in that jackpot as of today. As far as I know, nobody's hit it. Beto with the queen 10. Throws in a call. Kinch with the a6. Throws in a call. And Paisaki's with the 6-4 suited, some gappers. Gets 1 club. Kinch gets a pair of aces. Going to bet $10. Jedrick with the mystery hand throws it into the muck. Probably didn't have an ace in there. 8 of hearts on the turn. And Beto does make the call here for 40 more, and a king comes out on the river. Beto makes Broadway. And Kinch turns over the ace. But Beto's bet stands. And Kinch makes the fold. Just can't call there. Too much of a connected board. And wait a second. What do I spy? Mr. Buddha back at the table again. Commentator extraordinaire, poker player, very tall gentleman. One of those cards going into the wrong box means we may have a misread on this hand, so we'll play this one by ear. Beto throws in a call with the ace-queen under the gun. Jedrick, the queen 10 is absolutely crushed. But he does throw in the call on the button anyway. Oh, and Beto actually raised to 5. Usually a 1 chip means a call unless you announce otherwise. Beto clearly announcing otherwise. And he does have the queen of spades. There's a king of diamonds. Nobody making a pair except perhaps Buddha. And Beto with the second most equity. Takashi with the 2 pair. And that $7 bet actually does thin the field a little bit. 70 in the middle. And a deuce on the river. Takashi's hand is best, depending on what Buddha is actually holding. And the villain leads out here. Brick in the straight draw. Doesn't have a flush. And Buddha makes the call. Takashi missed the boat and gets out of there. And the villain shows down 2 cards. And does get the pot. Had the villain's 4s beat. And we are on to hand number 54. Not a prime number, but this one is going to get big. I can feel it in my bones. Villain raising it up to $17 with the 10-8 suited. Luis making the call on the button with the suited queen. And Jacob, any two. Queen 5-3. Just about everybody getting a piece of that. The villain with the flush draw. Jacob with bottom pair. Luis with a pair of queens. No bet, though. Oh, wait, $5 bet. Letting the graphics catch up here. The jack comes off on the turn. Looks like 45 is the bet. Matched only by the villain. Luis. Pair of queens is best. Villain bricks out. And a couple of cookies being passed around. We do have cookies in our snack bar, along with more savory delights. We got pizzas, we got hot dogs, we got Fritos pies, Frito chili pies, we got nachos, corn dogs, cheese sticks, taquitos, and Jason with the 10-3, Jacob with the 10-7, Buddha with the ace-6 suited. One of the weakest aces, even though it is suited. I'm going to make the call for $8 more. Luis with the queen-jack suited of spades. Villain with a suited king, 3-betting to $30. And Kinch with the queen-jack. Look at this. A lot of playable hands here. Eight, 4-4 on the flop. 2 diamonds. Kinch could be in trouble here. And the villain going all in with king high. That should be good enough. I don't expect anybody really has enough equity to call here. Buddha may want to chase his flush draw. Kinch actually thinking about the same thing. His draw is queen high. Now, if he calls, that would disincentivize Buddha to call more likely. Although it would inflate the pot, potentially giving Buddha pot odds. But Kinch does call 209. Buddha looking at it all in and a call ahead of him. Fernie not giving anything away. The villain, stoic. Buddha, a very accomplished player, is cutting out a call and makes the call. Now Luis, just easy fold there. And there's a king. The villain turns the best of it. Kinch checks. Buddha checks behind. And a 6. Both flush draws miss. Kinch very fortunate there. And the villain shows the king 10, and he gets that pot. A lot of stress relief. And that pot did get to be pretty big. And here we go, shuffling up hand number 56. 56. And don't forget to check out our new tournaments, everybody. Next week, we are going to begin $200 tournaments with $5,000 guarantees. Starting that up on Tuesday of next week. We'll be doing a PLO tournament on Tuesday, a Big O tournament on Wednesday. That is going to be something. And then a Hold'em tournament on Thursday. So get ready for that. It's going to be very cool. And now, Kinch is the one 3-betting here from the small blind with the ace-queen. I like that bet. Jacob with the jack-10 lays it down. Only had 2 invested. Buddha's ace-8, not strong enough to call here. Luis with the suited 9 abandons his hand, gets away from it physically. And Beto on the button. Folds also. Kinch scooping up a whole bunch of dead money. Punish the limpers. Punish the callers. And he profits $62 as a result of that. It looks like we've lost a couple of players, but we've got a whole main room full, ready to go. I'm sure those seats will be filled in shortly. Buddha with the ace deuce. Takashi with the 4-3. Dylan with the old Doyle Brunson, the 10 deuce. Luis out of there. Another open seat. And Jacob with the suited ace of hearts here. $44 in the middle. Jason makes the call with the king 4. 2 clubs out there. No hearts. Beto, best hand with a pair of 6s. Board pairs, though. Buddha picks up trips. I think Jacob just open folds here. No, it was Jason that bet. Representing a 2, perhaps. And there's the ace. Buddha boats up. And Buddha, facing a $15 bet, goes for a little more. Makes it a little chunkier, raising it up to $55. Gets a fold out of Beto. Trying to size it maybe to look like a bluff. Jason turns over the 4 of clubs. Very sneaky play, trying to get a read on his opponent. Make it look like he's got a flush. Jason really thinking about it here. Unless he misread that king, he's Hollywooding to an exceptional degree. Counting out calling chips. He does have the nut no pair almost. Well, actually, I guess it is the nut no pair. 2-2 ace king queen. Asking for how much he's got behind even. Jason counting out his stack. Trying to talk a little bit, get a little read. And he almost made the call. Wow, I really thought there was going to be a follow through on that. And he does. He makes the call. And Buddha getting a $212 pot with twos full. And Jason looks like he adds on right away. Puts another Benjamin on the table. And we got Mr. Dawson coming on into the box. One of my favorite dealers. Mixing up the cards. Let's see where that ace of spades lands and who needs to go all in next. Now we do have a couple of tables running here in the room right now. Let me get a accurate count. Via Poker Atlas. If you're not on Poker Atlas, sign up for Poker Atlas. You can check the wait list. You can check how many tables, live clocks for tournaments, and you can add yourself to the wait list as well without even being here. We've got a 1-2 round of each and a 1-2 hold'em in addition to this live stream table going on. Kinch with the house hand, the old king jack right there, raising it up to $15. Takashi with a suited queen folds. King, queen on the flop, along with a 4. Kinch's pair of kings is best, and he bets. Everybody folds. That'll do it. Another one on the books. Alan Keating in the chat saying, fun game. Yes, indeed, it sure is. Thanks for checking us out, you legend. I don't know if that's the real Alan Keating, but I maintain that he is the best poker player alive right now. My very favorite. Playing the meta game. Fascinating stuff. Always dressed to impress. I really liked when the big game came back and he was in the very first lineup. He or you. Either way. Always dressed to impress. Good sense of style, good sense of fashion. Interesting character, interesting guy. And who can forget the influencer game? Came out a couple years ago with Mr. Beast, Alex Botez, XQC. That was an awesome game. Namor? Neymar. Yeah, I think he was there. You're right. Yeah, that was an excellent game. Oh, really? I'm fangirling a little bit. You know, I grew up at the very beginning of the internet, and the first lesson you learn is that anything on the internet is not real. I'm convinced. I think it's actually Alan Keating. This is a momentous moment in my entire life. Thanks for checking us out, man. This is wild.
I got to do a quick Google search.
Oh, man, you are in for a treat, my friend. Our young IT guru, Aiden, is about to embark on a journey. No, I'm glad that you played in there. That was seriously epic to watch. That was amazing.
Oh, wow. Poker professional.
Yes, indeed. The very best. I'm serious. I'm not blowing smoke. I tell everybody, Alan Keating's my favorite.
Yeah, I know Neymar was at that tournament. I just know that because he's a famous soccer player.
Mm-hmm.
I know a few of the others. XQC.
Oh,
Mr.
sure.
Beast.
You can't not know Mr. Beast in this time to be alive. And it looks like Mr. Marco is joining the table here.
The Beast. No.
The Beast himself. Alan, just so you know, I did take a picture of your comments with my phone. How cool.
Crazy. Just browsing the web and found
Just
us.
popping in. Hey, Alan, by the way, if you ever come out to Midland, you have whatever you want at KoJack's.
Yo.
You got time. You got membership. We would love to have you. In fact, if you want to do a meetup game, send me a DM, and we would be more than happy to host it if you're in West Texas.
Yep, down the windy way.
Down the windy way. It's a little dusty, a little dry, and very hot out here.
Ooh, I know which hand loses this one at least.
Oh, yeah.
I know one hand that loses.
Queen high flop, the villain and Kinch, both. Ooh, flopping queens. And now the villain with the flush draw here. And we've got our floor supervisor over here to witness this crazy hand. No heart on the river. Kinch, top pair, top kicker, still best. And the villain bets. And Kinch makes the call.
Do you know why Jason went Kinch as his name?
I put that in there because we had two Jasons sitting right next to each other.
Yeah, I knew that part. I didn't know. Last time he was JK. This time he was Kinch. Is that his last name?
Kinch, yes, sir.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
Actually, last time we had 3 Jasons on the stream. It was a trifecta. It was wild. And if anybody wants to come out, we are going to be opening early tomorrow. 2 p.m. is our start date. We've got a 1-2 list rocking and rolling, ready to go. If anybody wants to play 5 on the button, sure, sign up. Do a round of each. We'll do PLO, whatever you feel like. And here we go, 5 ways. Ace Jack for Marco. Ace Queen for the villain.
I like Queen 6.
Queen 6 is the one Aiden's taken. I think that suited king, not too terrible here.
Queen 6 out.
Yeah, Queen 6 facing a 3-bet. It's going to be a little...
Oh, king stays and king is ahead now. Hitting top pair, no kicker.
No kicker at all. 2 spades on the board. A 5 of clubs comes off.
Spreads went check, check, check all the way through again. And 2 pair on the Riviera.
Some fast camera work right there, I'll tell you what. And Jacob, 2 pair, top and bottom. Facing a bet from the villain.
And a call and a call.
Makes the call.
Maybe thinking ace high was good there because of the lack of betting. And I think the checking around got Jacob paid.
Yes, indeed. About max value that you can get with top pair, no kicker. And we are moving on. I think this actually might be the last hand.
I think so.
Thank you, everybody, for checking us out. Oh, yep, that was it.
Oh, yeah, that was the last hand.
Yeah. All right. Well, we really appreciate you guys, everybody, for checking us out. We sure had a good time today. And, I'm Chase. We got Aiden, our IT tech guru, over here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Making it happen, having a good time. And don't forget about the tournaments. Tuesday, we got the PLO tournament. Wednesday, the Big O tournament. And Thursday, the Hold'em tournament. All of them, $200 to get in. $5,000 guarantee. Omar Cruz knows what's going on. 4 fire emojis. We're going to be going live again, not next week, but the following week. It is going to be our first live stream on Fridays. We're changing the date because of all the new tournaments. Alan, thanks for stopping by, my man. I really am fangirling. Hope you enjoy yourself. And everybody watching, hope you enjoy yourselves as well. We'll be back not next Friday, but the Friday after that. And we'll see what we can happen.
Yeah, take care, y'all.
All right. See you guys.